Welcome back to our Space Engineers Salvage Survival playthrough. Joining me are Fuzz, Dan, Thundra, and other members of the Court of Fools. Our rules this time are fairly simple. Small grid and static large grid are free to build. Free-floating large grid can be salvaged or built in our construction hangar. If you are interested in more, do the YouTube chant, like and subscribe, and enough talk, on with the show. Hello, welcome to episode 100 of the Space Engineers Salvage Survival. This is the end of our 16th session that we've recorded, which is about 4 hours ahead of time from what's episode 99, so you'll get a little bit of a preview of what's been going on. And the first thing I'm going to be showing off is the new opening and closing. So, here's that. Hello, and welcome to the Court of Fools Salvage Survival Season 2. I'm D-Swank, and joining me is Fuzz, Thundra, and Dan. In this playthrough, we have some rules. Large grid ships must be built in one of our construction hangars. If they are bigger than the space provided, they must be built in sections and assembled outside the hangar. If you enjoy this video, do the YouTuber chant, like and subscribe, ring the bell, and all that other stuff. As an added game, all thumbnails are taken from the episode, so leave a timestamp and the closest one gets pinned. Now, on to the episode. Thank you for watching if you're still here. There is a link in the Discord below, as well as where you can find the others. The link on the right is whatever the algorithm thinks you will like that I have put out, and the left has a good jump-in spot for this series, so you don't have to watch the previous 100 episodes unless you want to. So, until next time, bye-bye. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, I'm going to take a quick tour of the base. First, let's go with some of the exterior additions. We have our oxygen array on top of the industrial section. We have the industrial section that wasn't here for episode 50. And that's this whole asteroid over here houses the industrial segment, which includes all these refineries, and assemblers, the storage segment, that music, and a waiting area with a pretty good view. We've got, we've got our large mining apparatus to justify the heavy industries. We have, our back of the asteroid, which includes our construction hangar, our Mura docking area, and what will be our 3D printing hangar. And back around near the front, we have Fuzz's and my room hanging off the side, and down here we have one of our entryways, which will eventually grow out into more docking space for large ships that will use this docking port that is on the industrial segment layer. Now, let's go ahead and go through the doors like you were a visitor. We've got this tunnel that Daniel's been working on. Nothing through that door. Yep. We've got our meeting room here. We've got our stairwell, which is still heavily in construction, which will eventually lead down to the Fool's Fallacies hangar. And you can see the blueprint down there being projected. And the stairwell will go all the way up, and we'll have to rework some segments up here to another hallway. We've got a great overlook of the reactor room, which I believe was still under construction during episode 50. We've got our storage room off to the side, and what will eventually be an overlook once the fallacy has been moved. Let's see. I have to dive through areas. Our battery room is complete, and its lights are running. And unfortunately, the spotlights are giving us fits because they decide we're going to change the distance that we project repeatedly. Thundra has built this thing. I don't believe Thundra has really changed much in her room. And Dano's room is still green and gray and kind of boring. But he has shown off his hidden room in the back. The red hallway is sealed, but not fully finished because this room does not have lights. Neither does this room. We've got the stairwell, the bridge across. This room does not have lights, but it is sealed. This hallway is sealed and well lit. Our gravity turned to the industrial area. And if you go around the side of this, you will end up out here, which will be an overlook with defensive armaments eventually. And let's see what has happened since. Okay, we have our secondary oxygen farm, and now I guess all that's big part now is to go through the reactor. So we've got a hallway that goes completely around the reactor room. Relatively well lit. Need some lights in a few more places. And we have the actual reactor room vessel, which we don't actually go into all that often, but it looks cool. We've got our hallway from the reactor room into the overlook at the back. And we've got stairwells that go down to the construction base from the inside, and an airlock out to the back where we have 2 Muras and eventually a 3rd Mura docked at some point. So, that is the tour of the base. We it doesn't feel like we've done a huge amount, but we have. When you start to really think about everything we've done, I do feel like Fuzz has done an amazing amount of work over here, because primarily everything on this asteroid has been done by Fuzz, with the exception of the oxygen array. And that was mostly, at this point, I built the platform, the tower, and the guidance system. Fuzz built most of the oxygen farms. The gray ones are the ones I built. Basically, everything on here that's gray is what I built. Everything else was what Fuzz built. So he's done a lot on this asteroid. Daniel pretty much took this entire tunnel, and I've been doing things like stairwell, which is in progress. So, yeah, that's where we are now. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you look forward to the next 50 or so episodes. So, until next time, bye-bye. A few things to add before I wrap this up that I didn't get in the tour. We have found a mining location we refer to as the WoW signal that has pretty much every resource imaginable on it. We found a couple other mining locations, and the only new craft that we have built since the last tour are Fuzz's big old gold mining ship and Thundra's welding craft. I didn't get a good image of Thundra's welding craft. It's still in an experimental phase, so I don't know if it would be completed. We've also built a second Mara. So, with that, I'm going to wrap this up here, and I am going to add in a little bit of behind-the-scenes blooper-esque from when I started recording this episode. Some vocal play between Fuzz and myself. So, yep. I hope you've enjoyed this, and almost for real. See you next time. I think I'm just gonna do
right now.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yes. Hi, everybody. This is episode 100 of the.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this episode 100, or is this the opening to episode 100?
This is going to be episode 100.
Oh, shit.
What?
So the ending of last episode is the episode 99.
No. This is...
Wait. So the episode before 100 isn't 99?
Okay. Here's how this is. This episode 100 is unfortunately going to come in the middle of the end of last session. Not the session we just recorded, but the session before. So we're going to have...
They're getting a preview.
Yeah, they're going to get a little bit of a preview. But since the vast majority of my stuff are conversations. But, yes. Hello, welcome to episode 100 of our space...
You better keep that shit in.
Okay.
I agree.
So, Anyway.
Yeah.
I'll figure out how to cut that in. Okay? It may be at the end of the
The
episode.
blooper thing?
Yeah, Thank you for watching. All thumbnails are taken from the episode. First person to comment with the correct timestamp will get their comment pinned.